Wisdom shines in talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. My comments bring this profound wisdom into your experience. I'm Richard. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is Talk 238, Part 1. In answer to some questions, Maharshi said, "There is a state when words cease and silence prevails." Questioner: how to communicate thought to each other? Maharshi: that is only when there is the notion of two. Questioner: how to get peace? Maharshi: that is the natural state. The mind obstructs the innate peace. Our investigation is only in the mind. Investigate the mind, it will disappear. There is no entity by name mind. Because of the emergence of thoughts, we surmise something from which they start. That we term mind. When we probe to see what it is, there is nothing like it. After it has vanished, peace will be found to remain eternal. In this exchange, Ramana Maharshi talks about the mind, the nature of silence, and the quest for inner peace. Maharshi initially states there is a state when words cease and silence prevails. He's referring to a profound state of stillness and quietness that transcends the limitations of language and words, a consciousness beyond the ordinary mind. Then, in response to a question about communicating thoughts between people, Maharshi says that is only when there is the notion of two. He says that communication can only occur when there is someone else to communicate with, a perceived duality, and I, and an other. When this sense of duality dissolves, communication becomes unnecessary. There is just one, and the knowledge is from direct experience. The next question revolves around attaining peace. Maharshi responds, that is the natural state. The mind obstructs the inner peace. He emphasizes that peace is not something to be achieved, rather, it is the inherent, natural state of being. Peace is who we are. The only obstacle to this peace is the mind, which disturbs it with its incessant thoughts. These thoughts are in reference to the imagined entity, the ego I from which the mind springs. When the mind is quiet, when the ego I is not asserted, then the peace is known. It is the peace of being. Maharshi then focuses on the spiritual practice and investigation of the mind, saying, our investigation is only in the mind. Investigate the mind, it will disappear. He encourages deep examination of the nature of the mind. Just what is the mind? Can I find anything that is the mind, Or is all I can find just thoughts, endless thoughts? Through this inquiry, you realize that the mind is a transient phenomena. Sometimes mind is quiet, sometimes full of thoughts. When mind disappears, the eternal state of peace is revealed. This happens every night in deep sleep. Maharshi further talks of the illusory nature of the mind, stating there is no entity by name mind. Maharshi says that the mind is a concept created by the emergence of thoughts, starting with the I thought. If there are thoughts, it seems like there must be a thinker. When you investigate the mind's true nature, no thinker is found. It is found to be non-substantial, just thoughts. Ramana then gives profound insight into the mind. After it has vanished, peace will be found to remain eternal. Maharshi teaches that as the mind dissolves through self-inquiry, what remains is the eternal and unchanging state of peace. This dialogue emphasizes the power of investigating the mind, gaining self-knowledge, and the realization of the innate, eternal peace that exists beyond the realm of transient thoughts within us. So inquire, know yourself, and be always free and at peace. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.